Coach Dickert said yesterday he kind of challenged you after the Portland State game going into last week, and that he was really proud of the way you responded, and I think we saw that on the field. What was that kind of challenge to you, and kind of how did you feel like you personally responded to it?
I would say the challenge was, really not being on my toes. I was a little shaky out there. Obviously, first time out here, but I feel like just I had to bring confidence, and that was the main thing I think that showed with Texas Tech. Starting fast, what he always preaches, and then just playing with confidence, knowing I could do and that I belong here. Just coming from a MAC school, you can get those thoughts in your head. So I just bounced back, all mental. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did.
For you as someone who doesn't obviously have a whole lot of experience with this rivalry, coming from Akron and then not being from this area, what have you kind of learned very quickly about how important it is to Washington State?
Oh, this is I don't even know. It's so important. It's all the guys been talking about it since I even got here. Like the day of, they've been talking. We got to win this game. Week 3 this year. It's early this year. I know it's usually been later in the year, but it's right here. It's for the taking, and I believe 1,000% we got the team to do it. So I'm ready.
Take us back to the fourth down pass breakup you had, kind of what you saw in that play, and I guess after a while, were you surprised that they kind of kept throwing your way?
I would say what I saw in that play is going over film. They had a play it would be 4 strong, so it would be running back to that side with 3 receivers, and that was an indicator that everyone sprint out. And it was 4th and 4 to 3 range, so we went over that, and that's all the coaching alone. So all I did was execute. I mean, I was in a curl, but we have to play tight when it's close to the stick. So I just go ahead and made a play right there, and that's what that was like.
Do you have any memories of just I know you probably were not thinking much about the Apple Cup before you came here, but did you ever catch it on TV when you were younger, or just kind of a new thing for you?
Oh, it's so far across the country that I didn't really know much of the Apple Cup. Obviously, I knew of Washington, I knew of Washington State, but I wasn't sure of the magnitude of the game, and now I'm sure of it now. So it's go time. We got to come out on fire.
Is your first time playing in a NFL stadium?
Second time. We played Temple in Philadelphia Eagles Stadium, so that was nice, but I'm sure this would be way nicer.
You've seen the film, Tyson. Will Rogers likes to get that ball out quick. What I guess in film, what challenges does he present for you guys?
I would say, he's a pretty accurate passer. Not much on the legs. He can get loose, but he's not too much on the running side. I know he's coming from air raid as well, so they're trying to fit him in a pro-style offense, so I know that might be a little difficult for him. So we can just shake him up under the center and get some pressure, get some people in his face. I know he hasn't even faced near the D-line we have over here. So we get some pressure on him, I think he's going to struggle.
Kind of talking about, your guys' D-line and having to face Jonah Coleman, the kind of a bruising running back. What do you expect from him?
He's going to run hard. That's a good running back. We got to give respect where respect is. He's a really good running back. But, small strike zone. Go attack, just like we were last week. Doesn't matter who's in that jersey, who's in the number, who's running. If we all swarm to the ball, it'll get down. Yes, sir.
You said you played in an NFL stadium before, but is the feeling different, whether it be just, the dimensions of the stadium, depth perception, all of that stuff, and how does that maybe impact someone like yourself?
Yeah, I would say there's a couple of different factors. Temple, I didn't start that game either, so it was like, you're not too much into, at much, and I'm going to be out here, and the crowd's going to be crazy. Temple didn't have much of a crazy crowd, so so I would say the environment's gonna be amazing, and then how much this means, that's really what brings everything out. And I'm just excited to go out there and play for Washington State.
You mentioned the crowd and environment. How important is it? Coach Dicker talks about investment in the program. How important is it for Coug fans in Pullman to make the trip, and support you guys as well?
Oh, we need that. It's like the crowd. They add so much when it comes to the offense huddling up, and they huddle every play. So if we could be as loud as we can when they're in the huddle trying to talk to their teammates and, pick it up and make them get all confused in there, that'll help us out so much. So bringing the fans up here, that's big. That's big.
Another flashback to Saturday for the opening kickoff. A lot of people were very excited by that. Did you expect to make that kind of play when you from the kick, or what was that like for you?
Well, didn't really much expect it. I saw that the kick was a little bit shorter than usual, sky kick to the right. And I saw their end was running up real fast to go catch it. So I'm like, he doesn't look like he's in a position to where he's going to make this play. So I was like, let me just be an athlete. Let me just go shoot that. And then, let's go. It worked out.
And so, we talked about Coach Sticker challenging you. What did that take anything, just a reset of your mentals, or what was that kind of your mindset going into that game? And yeah,
I say it did take a reset of my mental. I had to sit back and talk to myself and see what was wrong, figure out what it was. And I figured out it was, I want to say it was my confidence out there. And then picking up that confidence, I have it for the rest of the season now. So you're going to be able to see as many plays as you want now. Sir.